then people start commenting under my Instagram saying, you know, just about how they should be able to take the heat and they should be able to take the negativity. And then you have some people that are like, why can't I comment under Todd's photos? Like, I've done nothing but support them. For the people that have supported us over the years, we're extremely grateful. And for the ones that have left comments of love and encouragement, that never goes unnoticed. But unfortunately, with the way that the human brain works is...
Chloe Chrisley is the granddaughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley because she's the daughter of Kyle Chrisley, Todd's oldest son, and Angela Johnson. She stands out from the rest of the family since she's mixed race while the others are Caucasian. She co-stars on the popular TV show Chrisley Knows Best alongside Todd and Julie because she's connected to them. So what is the truth about Chloe Chrisley's life after Todd and Julie's sentencing? Is she struggling? Keep watching to find out. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. The only child of Kyle Chrisley, her father, and Angela Johnson, her mother, Chloe Chrisley was born on November 10, 2012 in South Carolina, United States. Chloe experienced a social media explosion initially. She was included in a photo that Todd Chrisley shared on Instagram. Chloe's grandparents, Todd and Julie, were granted sole custody of her after her parents split up as a result of her father's incarceration shortly after her birth. She frequently makes an appearance on the popular TV program. 2014 saw the launch of Chrisley Knows Best, and she joined the Chrisley Knows Best regular cast at a young age, and as of right now, her estimated net worth is $5 million. Despite not being her real parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, Chloe's grandparents have custody over her. In 2014, the courts granted them full custody of Chloe. Due to Kyle Chrisley's history of mental health problems, including bipolar disorder, Angela Johnson and Kyle Chrisley were found unfit to raise her. In other cases, he's also resisted taking the prescription drugs he requires to treat illness. In addition, he struggled with substance usage, which he acknowledged on Facebook and said had hampered his ability to be a good dad. Chloe's mother has had many run-ins with the law as a result of this, and the Chrisley family now shares custody of her. She was reportedly detained and then charged with Medicaid fraud after Todd Chrisley's son Kyle suffered a mental breakdown that would have put Chloe in danger. Julie and Todd made the decision to apply for sole custody. Savannah Chrisley opened up about her future after Todd and Julie, her parents, were sentenced. The 25-year-old reality star discussed the reality of living without her parents for the foreseeable future on the most recent episode of her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, which was recorded in the days before her parents' sentencing. 4 days before I have to appear in court, she says, it's extremely difficult to sit here. I have no idea what will become of me or my family. I'm aware that the near future will be extremely challenging and that I might not return with both of my parents. That's the likelihood. Those are the odds, and that's my new normal. Grayson, 16, and Chloe, 10, are Savannah's younger siblings, and she says it's possible she may end up with custody of them. Although Chloe is her biological niece, Todd and Julie adopted her and reared her in their home. She says with tears in her eyes, I come home Tuesday and I have custody of a 16-year-old. I have custody of a 10-year-old, and we don't have a family around for our first Thanksgiving. The founder of Sassy by Savannah became more upset as she talked about the terrible truth that her younger siblings will have to deal with, living a significant portion of their lives without their parents. She says, there has never been a point in my life where I didn't feel my parents' safety. I've never had to wonder if my father will return home tonight in my life. Where is he? He's not responding. Why? I need to visit the doctor. Will mom be there to take me? Are the holidays something she'll be celebrating? Will she prepare the meal? My parents were always there, and I never had to worry about whether they would appear. The issue between Chloe and Grayson has caused Savannah to admit that she feels guilty. Through tears, she explains, I think that's the hard part. I think there's a level of guilt too for myself, knowing that Chloe and Grayson aren't going to have the same feeling of, are mom and dad going to be home tonight? The hardest aspect, in my opinion, has been trying to figure out how to convey it to two still developing kids, and how to handle the situation. That is an extremely challenging task. Savannah agreed with her parents when she remarked that the most difficult aspect is how the holiday season will be different this year. You never know when it'll be your final time being with someone, she says. The holidays this year are going to be really different in my opinion. Thanksgiving and Christmas will be extremely difficult, unusual, and unlike anything we're accustomed to. But I'm aware that things won't stay this way indefinitely. Savannah urged her to maintain her strength in the meantime. She says, I have to set a good example for Chloe and Grayson. I have to show up no matter how difficult it becomes. Savannah talked to ET earlier this month about how her parents' legal issues are affecting her. She told ET, I've had to deal with it from a child's perspective. This big legal struggle that's been aired around the news, it was just incredibly tough to be unable to tell our truth because I know their souls and what they are and are not capable of. This is not the end of it. During a recent appearance on Savannah Chrisley's Unlocked podcast, Julie Chrisley disclosed that granddaughter Chloe Chrisley is visiting therapists as a result of her and her husband, Todd Chrisley's respective 7 and 12-year prison terms. Savannah, 25, said that her niece was paying more attention than you think during the Tuesday, November 29th show. She'll put on her headphones and act like she's listening to anything when in reality nothing's on, Savannah said. By informing the judge that her 10-year-old daughter was suicidal as a result of the incident, Julie Chrisley attempted to avoid serving the prison time she was due for tax fraud. Julie lamented Chloe's statement that she doesn't want to live if her mother goes away during her hearing on Monday and appealed for leniency in the judge's decision. Todd also urged the judge to be lenient on his wife, saying that she was responsible for raising their 2 youngest children and that their loss would be great without her. Announcing the cancellation of the fraudster couple's 3 reality series came hours after their punishment. Despite the couple's heartfelt pleadings, U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross nonetheless imposed their sentence, stating that the greed and flamboyance in their case would not be disregarded. In the same jail where Ghislaine Maxwell is serving out her term for her part in Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking network, Judge Ross ruled that Todd should serve out his sentence at FCI Pensacola and Julie at FCI Tallahassee. According to Deadline, the couple's reality shows Chrisley Knows Best and Growing Up Chrisley have been canceled. NBC Universal has not commented on the matter. Todd Chrisley asked for a lower sentence for his wife for the benefit of Chloe and their 16-year-old son, Grayson, and both Chrisley sobbed during their Monday clemency appeal. Todd argued that his wife Julie shouldn't face the same punishment as him. Julie used the same strategy, claiming that Chloe's well-being had been affected by the sentence. We talked about this earlier. Savannah admitted that Chloe is aware of the legal troubles her adoptive parents are facing and has been handling it in her own manner. Julie, 49, who refers to Chloe as her daughter despite not being her biological mother, continued, and with the support of therapists. The matriarchy of Chrisley Knows Best asserted that every child who has been adopted has biological parents. We're still her parents despite this. We own her. Our daughter she is, not our grandchild. This woman. She is your sister because she is our daughter. The South Carolina native said that family is whatever you want it to be and that it consists of people who genuinely care about you. At an Atlanta court hearing on June 7th, Todd, 53, and Julie were convicted on all counts of bank and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy. The husband and wife received sentences of 12 and 7 years in prison respectively on November 21st. In Touch reported at the time. Todd and Julie also received 16 months of probation in addition to their prison terms. Savannah said on a November 21st episode of Unlocked that she will have custody of Chloe and her younger brother Grayson Chrisley while the reality TV stars are incarcerated. She added if Chloe and her 16-year-old younger brother trying to negotiate how you teach 2 younger children who aren't completely matured yet and how to get them to comprehend the situation is the hardest part. That is a tremendously, incredibly challenging task. Following their guilty verdict in June 2022, the couple's attorney informed Us Weekly that Todd and Julie have an appeal planned. Julie claimed that she never intentionally caused harm to another person and that their sentence was too severe. On the Unlocked podcast on November 29th, she said, "I think about the crisis that we're dealing with right now. And I'm thinking about how I've never gotten out of here and hurt a soul. Look at where I am right now. I have never come out here and deliberately attempted to do anything that I wasn't supposed to do. How does that feel right? In Savannah's opinion, the justice system fails and tears families apart in line with her mother's. It all comes down to the fact that we are well known and that someone wants to make a statement. It's really upsetting, said the growing up Chrisley actor. At this point, I feel like I've become somewhat numb to it for myself, but that numbness has evolved into rage, to the point that I feel as though I'm not giving up. There isn't any other choice. That ends today's video. Please leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.